Hey guys, it's Jackie James. Welcome to Canton, Ohio. We are here to watch the 2014 NFL Enshrinement Ceremony and game and watch the New York Giants take on the Buffalo Bills. And we have a special interview with the one and only Eli Manning.
We are here for a special night on Hall of Fame Weekend 2014. As you can see, over 100 returning members of the Hall of Fame have formed a gauntlet to welcome the class of 2014. He is the only man who can deep read a quarterback and fill the shoes of Regis Philbin. He is the honor that Hall of Fame Michael Strahan. His good buddy Glaze. It's time for Jay Glazer to put a gold jacket on Michael Strahan.
We're here with Parker Hansen, who is a football genius.
Yeah.
And so, Parker, how many busts are in this room?
There's 287 busts, and 254 of them are players.
Wow, who are the others?
Coaches and staff that have made it to the NFL Hall of Fame.
And who's your favorite player?
Steve Young, definitely for sure.
Yeah?
Steve,
Why is that?
I'm from Fresno, California, right next to San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm from LA.
There you go.
Okay.
First Super Bowl I ever remember watching was Steve Young, Jerry Rice. It's, his greatest thing, so it kind of was, there it is.
What do you think are the most important traits of somebody who makes it into the Hall of Fame?
Obviously their, playability, people that they've done something incredible playing, and I think a great thing is personality too. All of the guys that make it seem to have something about them that's just makes them personable, and the fans love them, and no one that makes the NFL is someone that they hate. It's always a player who's got that personality, takes care of the fans, and obviously takes care of the business on the field as well.
Well, this weekend is always a big weekend for me. I was inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1997. Signified a huge accomplishment in my life. It was a dream come true, and of course, it's one of those things that you didn't do by yourself. You have a lot of people to thank for, and my induction week was probably the first time in my life that I just stopped and looked back at all the great things that have happened to me and over the years in my playing career that qualified me to even be considered. So it's a great time. The people here welcome us and make us feel like this is our second home, and I started feeling like it is my second home. And it has just been a great ride so far, and I never want to get off this bus.
So if you had a piece of advice to share with our viewers, whether it be on or off the field, what would you share?
Never give up on your dreams, and set your dreams really high, because if they're low, it may not be enough to motivate you, and if they're high, you may not achieve them, but you're going to get a lot farther ahead. And if you're a football player or an athlete, it takes a certain amount of discipline to be great and to stay on top of your game, and just continue to develop those disciplines.
Rome wasn't built in a day. So at the end of the day, you want to look back. At the end of your career, you want to look back and say, man, I really contribute, or I wasted 5 or 10 years doing something I really didn't want to do.
Tell us a little bit about your charity and what's involved there.
Yes, I have a company, Celebrity Charitable Network. We have a platform called Domanity, using Dolman and humanity put together. But I'm proud of that. That is something that started back a few years ago. I've always been a guy who's been very philanthropic and who always loved giving back, and to be able to go to a charity who's really good at running their charities, but they're not that good in raising money. I mean, most charities, people say, hey, look, okay, you're our charity head. We want you to put on an event, but also we want you to raise the money. And those are two very different things. So, I've constantly asked to play in golf tournaments and coming to different events and supporting them. And I said, it has to be a better way of raising money than just sitting up there and just hoping that this particular day is going to be a great day for our event.
If you had a piece of advice to share with our viewers, what would that be?
The best way to predict your future is to create your future. And you are judged by what you give, not by what you receive.
We're interested more the human side of sports and the athlete. And you're obviously such an admirable person here on the field. But I'd love to hear a little bit more about you, just kind of what you're brought up with, if you had a mentor in specific, or how you got into football.
I think my dad, having played professional football, was got us into playing sports, and he didn't force us into football. He wanted his boys to play sports and be involved in athletics. He thought it built great leadership skills and those types of things, and we all took a great liking to it. And I played football, baseball, basketball, all growing up, all through high school. But football was always my favorite, and so he's kind of been my mentor, in the game of football.
What's your second favorite sport?
I loved playing basketball in high school, and I don't play it much anymore. But now it's kind of become golf. It's a little bit safer, I think. But yeah, I love basketball growing up. And I had a little court in our backyard. A lot of games with my buddies and my brothers.
Oh, that's great. It seems to be mandatory that you guys play golf. There's all these golf tournaments all the time with football players.
Well, it's a good sport, for the off season to keep you somewhat competitive, but not risk any injuries. So it's fun for me and some of my teammates to go out there and play a little bit.
We're here at the Hall of Fame. So what would be the most important characteristic you think in a Hall of Famer?
Well, I think his character. I think obviously all of them, everybody in the Hall of Fame are great athletes and great football players, but also his character off the field, what he was like as a person, as a teammate, and that he's influenced the people around him to become better people.
And finally, if you had one piece of advice to offer our viewers, whether it's on or off the field, what would that be?
Just to find something you're passionate about, find something that you love to do. For me, that's football, and I get to do it every day, and I'm grateful for that. So just keep searching, try a lot of different activities, and be open-minded, but try to find something that you truly love to do, then go for it all.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, Eli. Thank you.